today's class will be focusing on pressure, right? So that's why these are the things that we are required to know before getting into pressure. Few more things that we require to know is, now I hope we'll try to understand what is acceleration due to gravity. Now what do we mean by acceleration due to gravity? Before getting into pressure, we'll just discuss about that and then get into that. Acceleration due to gravity. Can someone tell me what is acceleration due to gravity?
Sir, can I?
Yeah, Luna, go ahead.
Sir, like a meteor, when sir enters the Earth's atmosphere, sir, it because of gravity it comes down and it has acceleration.
And sir, if you're going on a really low speed and you get caught in Earth's magnetic field, also called as the orbit, it is also a part of gravity, right?
No, magnetic field and gravitation are different.
Okay.
Fine. So there might be a misconception among many people that Earth's magnetic field and Earth's gravity are same. They're two different things. But the magnetic force of Earth is very, very, very small compared to the Earth's magnetic force. Sorry, Earth's gravitational force. That's why we generally don't consider it, right? So so what I was asking is anything else about acceleration due to gravity? Alex, anything about acceleration due to gravity? Can you help me define what is acceleration due to gravity? Anagha, is that the way I pronounce your name? Arjun, acceleration due to gravity.
Sir, what you asking me?
Yeah, Arjun, I'm asking you.
Acceleration does use gravity, yes.
So acceleration due to gravity. So how do we define that? Arya?
Sir, you called me?
Yes, I called you. I was asking you, do you know what is acceleration due to gravity?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, it is.
Okay, fine. Let me tell you this.
It's like acceleration due to gravity and pressure, right?
Naisha has already typed it.
Oh, okay.
Chirag, okay, Chirag.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all of you. So, I'll just tell you what is acceleration due to gravity and how do we use this formula F equal to m. So, acceleration due to gravity is the acceleration with which any object near to the surface of a planet moves towards the planet, right? So, we all know that if I this is, let's say, Earth and this is the tower. I leave a ball from the top of the tower. What will happen? It will go down. And why is it going down? Because of gravitational force. So the acceleration with which it goes down is called acceleration due to gravity. So how do we define acceleration due to gravity? It is the
speed / acceleration of an object which is like around the surface of a planet when the falls towards the planet.
So it is the acceleration with which an object which is near to the surface of a planet falls towards the planet. That's acceleration due to gravity. Fine. So I hope all of you are clear with it. So what is acceleration due to gravity? The force with which the acceleration with which any object near to the surface of a planet falls towards the planet. That's acceleration due to gravity. Right? We'll be needing this now. For Earth, acceleration due to gravity near the surface of Earth is almost equal to 9.8 meter per second square. So it is how much? 9.8 meter per second square. But for all calculations, we take almost equal to 10 meter per second square. We assume that it is 10 meter per second square because that makes calculation simple. So generally, it is almost equal to 9.8 meter per second square. To be very precise, it is 9.81 at some places, 9.79 at some places. So maybe 9.8 is the average value of acceleration due to gravity near the surface of Earth. So I hope this is clear. Yeah. Now, so what all things we are seeing? We are seeing what is the force, and after what we are seeing, what does the force do? What is a contact force and what is a non-contact force? Right, we are seeing that, and then we are seeing, what does the first law talk about? First law talks about the situation where force is not applied on a body. Then what does second law talk about? Second law talks about the situation where force is applied on the body. And what does the third law talk about? Third law talks about a situation how body on which the force is applied reacts. Right? These are the three laws that we have. First law, second law, and third law. Right? So now let's, and what other thing that we've seen is what? Acceleration due to gravity. What is acceleration due to gravity? It is the acceleration with which any object which is near to surface of a planet moves towards the planet. Fine. So now let's look at pressure. So we'll be discussing about pressure in detail now. What do we mean by pressure? What is this pressure? Have you people heard about this pressure? It's a very common term these days.
Sir,
Yes. Yes, Tommy.
pressure is the force in unit area.
You're telling me the definition of that. Fine. Force in unit area. Okay. Any other answer? Anything else about pressure?
Sir, the force applied on unit per area, surface area.
Force applied on unit surface area. Anything else? Karthik, what is pressure?
It is applied perpendicular to the surface.
Okay. It is applied perpendicular to the surface. Okay. Varnika, can you tell me what is pressure? Kavya has been silent for a long time. Yes, Ishan, Kavya. So just tell me what you feel is pressure.
Sir, pressure is a physical force exerted on an object or an area.
Okay. Pressure is physical force applied on an object on an area. And Anagha Ashok. So I call you Ashok. Yeah, Ashok, can you tell me what do you feel is pressure? Force per unit area. So all you're giving me the formula of pressure. Fine. So pressure is force acting per unit surface area. That's what is called pressure. Now, did you ever wonder why the needle is sharp at the, at the edge or at the end, while one end of the needle is very sharp?
Sir, because it exerts
reduce pressure.
Because?
It exerts more pressure.
So let's see, how do we define pressure? First we'll define pressure and then we'll see the other properties of pressure. So pressure can be defined as force acting per unit area. Pressure is what? Force acting per unit area. So if I have a force applied on a particular unit area, then we say it's pressure. Now let's say what I do as an example. Let's say I have a wooden plank, right? I have a rod which is like this, and I have another rod which is like this, right? This is 1 and this is 2. I apply force F here, I apply force F here. Now, which rod has more probability of piercing the wooden plank?
Second.
Third.
Two.
Two.
Which rod?
Second one,
can-
sir. Sir, F2. Because
The wooden plank.
two is
Second, sir, because it is sharp
it exerts more.
and it has less area.
Okay.
Sir, F1 is flat, so it exerts less pressure.
So
Sir,
what is?
Sir, less area. It has less
Sir,
area.
but the
What is it?
Sir,
It is.
sir,
So
but
is it
the
1 or
force
2?
would be equal.
Sir, second has less
Sir,
area.
2.
So second has less area. That's one thing.
So it contains pressure. More pressure.
So it can feel more pressure. So what is happening? We all know. We don't have to know about pressure to answer this question.
Yes.
If this is sharp, then definitely this will. Second one will has greater probability of piercing this piece. Now, what is the difference between first one and second one? Let's say area of this is A1, area of this is A2. Now, pressure at first surface is how much? Force by A1. What is pressure at second surface? Force by A2. Now, we can see from the figure that A1 is greater than A2. So, if A1 is greater than A2, can I say P2 is greater than P1? So, what I can say in 2, what is happening? Pressure is more. why is pressure is more? Is more due to what? Pressure is more due
Pointed.
to the smaller area. So because force is acting on a smaller part here, that's why pressure is more. So I hope that's clear. So the same force can have different effects depending on the surface area on which it is acting. So I'm applying the same amount of force in both the cases, but I'm seeing that in the second case, the rod is piercing the wood, whereas the first case, it is not. Right? And what is the reason for that? Because in the second case, pressure is more. So by changing the surface area, I can have different outcomes, due to the same applied force. That's clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
If that's clear, so how do we define pressure? So first, let's take down the definition of pressure. So all of you take it down. Pressure is what? Force acting per unit surface area is known as pressure. Or, we'll say it as force here. You can just take it down. Force acting per unit surface area is known as pressure.
Yes, sir.
All of you quickly take it down. Force acting per unit surface area is known as pressure. Fine.
Sir, can you please wait?
Force acting per unit surface area. Force acting per unit surface area is known as pressure. Thank you, Arya. Fine. So now, what would be units of pressure? What will be units of pressure? I'll say SI units of pressure. Standard units of pressure are what? It is force per area, Newton per meter square. And the name given to this is what?
Pascal.
SI unit of, no, what is it? Pressure is?
Pascal.
Yeah, Pascal, which is equal to Newton per meter square. Naisha, I have rubbed that, but it was area of the first one greater than area of second one. Area, because the second one, Naisha, I'm responding to your question. In the second one, it is pointed. A pointed object would definitely have greater area, lower area than an object which is not pointed. Fine, a blunt object. Okay, so let's go ahead. So SI unit is what? Newton per meter square. That's equal to Pascal. So what is, under what condition we say pressure is 1 Pascal? When 1 Newton of force acts on a area of meters, area of 1 square
meter square.
Yeah, 1 square meter. If 1 Newton force acts on a area of 1 square meter, then we say the pressure is
1 Pascal.
What is the pressure due to atmosphere? Just to have an idea, we all know there is atmosphere around Earth. I should say a geographical fact, but let's try to understand. What is pressure due to atmosphere? How much is pressure due to atmosphere? We call it as atmospheric pressure. So see, we have atmosphere around Earth, and the atmosphere is also trying to fall towards Earth. So it is applying force on the surface of Earth. So the average force applied by atmosphere on 1 meter square of surface of Earth is what? Atmospheric pressure. And we calculate at different points. So very precisely, the exact pressure is generally at the sea level. So do you know how much is pressure due to atmosphere?
101,325. 1 lakh.
101. So I'll write it in. So I can say pressure due to atmosphere. I'll say atmospheric pressure. Atmospheric pressure is approximately equal to 1.01. I'll into 10 power 5 Pascal, or that is 1.01 into 10 power 5 Newton per meter square. Is that fine? So what is the pressure applied by the atmosphere? It is about 1.01 into 10 power 5 Newton per meter square. So it's around how many? A lakh, a little over a lakh Newton per meter square. That's the pressure applied by atmosphere. Now let's do a small calculation. Now let's say average person's head has an area of head of a person. Area of head of a person is, I'll say around, can I say I'll take it as around 40 centimeters square. So area of head of a person is approximately 40 centimeters square. The weight of atmosphere on the head. You getting it? So I hope you understood the question. So if area of a person is 40 centimeters square, area of person's head is 40 square centimeters, can you find the force applied by that one? I hope you all know what is weight. Weight is the force with which an object is pulled towards earth. What is weight? Weight is m into g. Fine. Find the force with which, instead of saying weight, I'll say it is force. Find the force with which atmosphere, find the force of atmosphere on the head of a person. Can you do it? Can you do this? What all things we know? We have force, pressure equal to how much? Force acting per unit area. I'll just help you with this. So if I want to write this expression mathematically, what can I write? I can write pressure equal to how much? Force per unit area. So I think you know everything. You know what is pressure, you know what is area. Calculate force. It's a simple one. I want you to take the approximate value, 1.01 into 10 power 5. That's enough for me. Otherwise, equal to 40 centimeters square. And what is pressure equal to 1.01 into 10 power 5 Newton per meter square, right? Okay, I'm not sure whether anyone has got it right. Now let's see. Let's see how do we do it. So force equal to how much? Pressure into area, right? I just brought this side. So can I write force equal to pressure into area? Now what is area here? Area is 40 centimeters square. Here pressure is given in which terms? It is given in the terms of meters.